Welcome to Dr. K, a channel on which we discuss matters of theological nature and issues that concern the Christian denominations and churches. In episode 1 of the 4-part series, Jehovah's Witnesses in Crisis, we looked at how the changes that have been made by the Jehovah's Witnesses is affecting its very identity. We explored sweeping changes within Jehovah's Witnesses and how they've shifted from their traditional doctrines. But beyond doctrine lies an even deeper crisis, one rooted in scandals, lawsuits, and money. Jehovah's Witnesses are wealthier than most members realize, yet their financial dealings remain shrouded in secrecy. In episode 2, we will uncover the multimillion-dollar lawsuits and scandals that are not only draining their wealth, but also shaking the very foundation of the organization. According to top-class actions, since the 1990s, the Jehovah's Witnesses and their legal entities, the Watchtower Bible and Tract Society, have been named as defendants in lawsuits alleging they covered up allegations of child abuse. The group kept track of members accused of child sex abuse in secret database, according to investigations by the Atlantic. Tens of thousands of names and addresses of individuals in its ranks that had been accused of sexually abusing children. The total number of Jehovah's Witnesses lawsuits alleging the organization covered up child abuse is unknown, but many dozens have been filed, according to the report by Newsweek. A lawyer who has represented 24 current and former Jehovah's Witnesses who say they were abused by church elders told reporters that these lawsuits are just the beginning. Let's look at other issues and challenges that the Jehovah's Witnesses is facing that is denting its image. The Australian Royal Commission into institutional responses to child sexual abuse revealed that Jehovah's Witnesses had records of over 1,000 alleged abusers but reported none to the police. In one case in Montana, the Watchtower Society was ordered to pay $35 million in damages to a victim of abuse, one of the largest judgments against the organization to date. These cases are not isolated instances, but part of the global pattern of cover-up and negligence. The organization mishandling of these cases has led to widespread public outcry and legal consequences. What is the impact of these scandals on members? These scandals have not only damaged the organization financially, but also eroded the trust among some of its members. Many Jehovah's Witnesses are now questioning the integrity of their leaders and whether their donations are being used ethically. Some of the members that have watched my videos have actually complained and criticized the organization and how much that it is interested in just accumulating wealth and not so much being interested in members' welfare. I hope you are enjoying this program. To show your appreciation, like, subscribe, and hit that notice bell so that every time I produce a new video, you will be notified. And then you can choose whether to watch it or not watch it, or to watch it later. Light Over Dark Ministry notes that the increasing number of members are leaving due to these scandals. The combination of financial secrets, lawsuits, and questionable practices has created an environment of doubt and mistrust. So the more members wake up to the realities the organization faces an exodus of disillusioned individuals, this trend is further amplified by social media and online platforms, where ex-members share their experiences and expose the inner workings of the organization. Now, you know that in the past, before the internet, before social media, the Jehovah's Witnesses was able actually to control the information flow to its members. But now, because of the information age that we are in, and because of ex-members and many websites and social media channels exposing the inner workings of the Jehovah's Witnesses, particularly from leaked information, from leaked documents and leaked videos, the Jehovah's Witnesses image is actually being affected. That well-crafted image is no longer protected as it used to be. And because of that, the members are having access to information Because in the past, and even currently, the governing body has written in their publications and in their videos, JW Broadcasting, showing and warning members not to believe what they hear from the media, basically trying to fend off and trying to protect themselves and make sure that members do not believe what they hear in the media. Here's a clip by one of the members of the Jehovah's Witnesses actually explaining why members should not believe what is reported in the media, even the outcomes of court rulings.
You have a bottle on your shelf that's marked poison. Do you need to open it up, take a swig, to see if it really is poison? Believe what the label says. Now, for the purpose of this discussion, let's consider another way we can test out words, and that is to pay attention to what the words mean. Remember, we talked about media reports and how these are very often carefully worded to avoid a lawsuit. So suppose a report indicates that someone has been charged with a crime or that he's being investigated. All right, you have two words, charged and investigated. It doesn't mean he's guilty. Or suppose that someone is convicted and put in jail. Well, that would apply to our young brothers in Korea, wouldn't it? They were convicted and jailed. And what was their crime? They refused to kill someone. Did they do anything wrong? Or someone is found guilty by men, as Jesus was. It doesn't mean that he's guilty in the sight of God. So, brothers, we really have to think about these things. We may read that a person or an organization was sued and then settled out of court. Does settling out of court mean that they were guilty?
The theme for this program is, as Jehovah's sheep reject the voice of strangers. When he, that is the shepherd, has brought all his own out, he goes ahead of them, and the sheep follow him because they know his voice. They will by no means follow a stranger, but will flee from him, because they do not know the voice of strangers. So what's the desirable quality? Sheep listen to the voice of their shepherd and reject the voice of strangers. But what does the voice of strangers say on this subject? Don't trust the faithful slave. He will mislead you. And who often have the loudest voice promoting this false message? Apostates.
These are just few of some of the challenges that Jehovah's Witnesses is facing, and we will continue to update you as the information becomes available. Let's look at what is coming up in the next episode, even episode 3. Jehovah's Witnesses are at a crossroads. Their financial empire, once a symbol of stability, is now under threat from lawsuits, scandals, and growing demand for transparency. In episode 3, we will explore another critical aspect of the organization's decline, the exodus of thousands of members, and why younger generations are rejecting the faith. Stay tuned as we continue to uncover the decline of the Jehovah's Witnesses. If you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notice bell so that every time I produce a new video, you will be notified. And then you can choose whether to watch it or not watch it, or to watch it later. If you think that another person will find this video informative, please don't forget to share it with as many people as you can. If you have questions, clarifications, even challenges, please don't forget to put them in the comment section below, and I'll be able to respond to you as soon as I can. Because of the length of this episode, I've split it into two parts, part 1A and part 1B. For part 1A, click on this link. For episode 1 of this video, for those of you who have not watched it, click on this link. For episode 1B of this video, click on this link. And if your interest is just to dive into the Jehovah's Witnesses practices, beliefs, and doctrines, then click on this link.